I do. I've already seen some examples of businesses taking loans when they shouldn't, and also of directors using the loan and grant money in ways that just cannot be in the best interest of the company and its creditors. So I do anticipate there's going to be a lot of claims brought by insolvency practitioners further down the line when they consider the way that directors have managed their businesses during this time. So there's a lot of directors who've taken the loans when maybe they didn't need them. So I think those directors need to be really careful with what they do with that money, because whilst the business might be solvent and fine now, if that position changes and that money ends up being spent and the general body of creditors don't have the benefit of that money, the directors could find they face personal claims. So I don't think there's been too much diversification and people changing the way they operate at the moment, but what I think people are doing is taking that buffer to see them through, which, as I say, is fine in what it's designed to be used for, but directors do need to be really careful that they are using any of the company's funds at a time of potential insolvency or actual insolvency in the best interest of the company or its creditors. Yeah, I've seen quite a few examples of where people are furloughed but they've then been brought in and been paid cash in hand, and when that has been happening, I think those companies can expect the directors expect quite severe consequences. HMRC have already published to say that they are going to review the furlough scheme and how it's been used, and I don't think anybody would be surprised to face claims, and those claims be personal against the directors for misusing that scheme, because the scheme is designed to save jobs, and I think it's been really, really effective in doing that. But there was a quote yesterday from somebody who said it's ripe for fraud, and it absolutely is. So if it is being used in that way, which unfortunately it is, not by many, it's definitely the minority, but insolvency practitioners are seeing inquiries from directors where they're asking about things that they've done, and that does include, I would say, misusing the furlough scheme. So yeah, there's definitely going to be cases of that, and I think there'll be more and more of those as long as the scheme goes on. Yeah, it absolutely will, because as long as, like say, those loans are used in the right way, it'll enable the businesses that really have suffered because of cash flow to have the cash flow that's there needed to trade through this. And I think a lot of businesses, as they start coming out of the other side of it, will need that cash flow to get back on their feet. But they'll start seeing the footfall increase, they'll start seeing the people that purchase from them have the funds available and be willing to spend more. So those businesses that have taken loans to see themselves through, I think will be able to use them really successfully to keep going and, let's say, really trade well out the other side of this.